Okay. Okay, there we go. Welcome to our Facebook Live. Courtney and I do a mentoring program called Momentum Mentoring, and we're here this morning because we believe that there are 6 common roadblocks keeping you stuck. And we want to talk to you about them and how you can overcome them. So, the first one I think Courtney's going to hit on, and that is procrastination and overthinking. What happens, Courtney? What happens to people?
Yeah, honestly, they just freeze. I mean, I've heard stories of people who have been learning and studying the idea of being successful in real estate investing for years and years and spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it's a new skill like anything. I mean, you learn it by doing it. And I would honestly say that real estate and real estate investing is more of that than a lot of different skills because you're dealing with people and so many different things that there's not any one way. So I can't hire somebody and give them a map and say, do these 12 steps because everything is so different, right? When we're dealing with people, it's like every single person we're dealing with has their stuff and we got to learn to fix those things. And so you have to be a really good problem solver and you have to be willing to trust in your gut instincts. And I think that's the part that causes people so much procrastination. So one of the things Deborah and I both do is kind of talk to people about time blocking and taking baby steps. It's like if you can take a project and break that down into the steps that it's going to take to complete that, and then just do one thing at a time, that helps a little bit. And the overthinking is honestly just a matter of having the conversations with yourself, right? Getting real. Like, are you imagining all of the worst case scenarios? And if so, why? And we have to get to a deeper reason for the reason that those things might be happening. And that takes a little bit of work, right? Because that's conditioning. That's based on our reality of who we are, and how we've been raised, and what kind of things we've been taught.
Yeah, and I think that what's best about that is having some people like you and I who've been there, been through it, have gone to the other side, and can give you ideas of how to get you there as well. I mean, when you're kind of stuck in this overthinking analysis paralysis thing, how great is it to have two seasoned, I'm not going to say old, I'm going to say seasoned
I like seasoned much better.
professionals who are going, no, you've got the numbers right, put the offer in. But like it is that encouragement and and also that persistence of what are you waiting for? Like go for it. So
Yeah, my
that's
favorite thing to say to people is, I would do this deal. So like if
right.
you're not going to get to it and do it, then do you mind if I borrow it?
Right, exactly. Yeah, that usually gets them motivated.
Right.
The second thing that we always talk about is not knowing your numbers, right?
For
So
sure.
there is this, hold up in like, will this actually work? Am I calculating this right? Not really knowing your financial goal, not knowing your investment metrics. And the thing is that we teach you how to track and how to interpret your own numbers with confidence. Like if I didn't know my own numbers, and by the way, we have very different strategies on this. I'm very much a spreadsheet girl. Courtney is like a napkin girl, which like I totally appreciate, but I'm like a spreadsheet girl. I need to like get it down on paper. I need to see the numbers work out. And knowing your numbers is really critical, and knowing that you've interpreted your numbers right so that you can go forward with confidence, right? It's that confidence factor that you're really looking for. And that's something that you'll find in our mentoring program as the ability to once again, walk us by what it is you're doing so that we can go, oh yeah, that works. Go for it.
And it's numbers for so many things. I mean, it's either people are concerned about, do I have the ARV correct? Is the house really going to be worth this? If I'm wholesaling it, am I getting my numbers correct so that my rehabbers are going to want to buy something? If I'm buying and holding, am I estimating what it's truly going to cash flow properly? I mean, there's so many different aspects of it. And that's one of the things where, again, like you said before, having two seasoned experts to come to say, am I looking at these numbers right? And have I forgotten anything? And is there anything I'm missing to give you that confidence to be able to move forward? Those things are huge. I wish I would have had 30 years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're talking to two people who know what levers that you can vary. I can vary my down payments. I can vary this. I can vary that. Could I do this with the rehab budget? How am I going to get a rental like this? You know what it is. We know what levers to push and vary. So it's really great to, have somebody there to walk you through that whole process. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's really, I mean, the way we've designed the momentum mentoring program. And I mean, I feel like, and pat ourselves on the back, but I mean, that was really what we were running into, right? We were
Right.
constantly running into people who'd been learning this for so long, but weren't taking action because of that, needing that extra hand holding, that extra spot of confidence to say, no, this is right. You've done it right. You've learned well, move forward. Right. And so I feel like that's really where we can give that extra little nudge or push if need be to kind of give them the confidence, but yet be there right next to them and walk through the whole process with them, which I love. I mean, it's so rewarding for us, I think.
I know it is totally rewarding. Although we have a third obstacle, and we definitely can't leave this one out. Lack of capital. How many times, Courtney, have you heard somebody, I just don't have any money?
A hundred
Like,
percent of the time. A
yeah,
100% of the time. And I mean, I can put a little bit of that to ease in the sense that when I started this business, I was 19 and I had less than $1,000 in my bank account. In fact, I was probably overdrawn. I mean, I don't even remember because it was, but I remember living for a good 10 years balancing my checkbook every day essentially to make sure that I had the money for gas today or this or that or whatever. So, I mean, I started this business with zero. And if I can do it and I knew nothing, I read a book and went to a seminar, you can do it because I know you have more resources. So not only do we teach you like how to buy properties with no money down, obviously, techniques are different. Essentially, they're the same, but techniques are different today than they were 33 years ago. But the concepts are the same, and the way that it's done is the same, and it is available. There is definitely more competition today, but I mean, every week I'm making offers on things that are still available for no money down. So there is that option. And then on top of that, there's other options which we also go into teaching them how to raise private money and how to find private lenders, and then also how to package a deal so that a lender would want to lend on it if that's what you want. I mean, I think we cover all of that for all of our different mentees to kind of hit the target for whatever it is they're needing.
and I think to add to that, I think it's really important to be around people who don't have limited limitations in their money thinking. And, it really starts here, people. It really starts here. Like the fact of the matter is, if I think I don't have any money to invest, you're probably right. If I think I do and I could find a way, you're probably right. Right. I mean, that's just how it is. And, what is it like to be around people who actually don't really think about the money factor when they're actually, putting out offers and things like that, because they have that money mindset of how it's all going to come together. And how would you like to learn what that is, right? So that's part of what we're talking about and what we're teaching. And I think also that's part of the momentum of the group. These are small groups, and we're meeting on a regular basis, and you're accountable to what it is you're doing, right? So you're also getting inspired by those other people that are putting in offers and moving forward. And we really try to facilitate an environment like that. And because we know that, there's one thing for sure, the cardinal rule of real estate, you're not going to get any if you don't make any offers. So the fact of
For
the
sure.
matter is, we need to get into action. We need to get that momentum going, and that's part of the reason we called it momentum mentoring for real estate. So if you're interested in taking our mentoring course, you're lucky because we're starting a 12-week program just next week. Our program starts February 11th, and you'll need to go to Momentum Mentoring real estate re.com to check out our landing page. And if you have any questions, make sure you put them in the link below, and we'll get to them. We'll answer them. And if you have more curiosity about this, tune in, because we're going to do this again and give you the next 3 roadblocks, because we said we'd give you 6. We just gave you the first 3. We'll give you the next 3 roadblocks on Thursday. Yeah.
Thursday night. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So see you on Thursday. Thanks all.
Bye.